Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yusuf, and welcome to Galacticare, courtesy of Cult and Bright Rock Games. This is Gextrol's fault, by the way, if anyone asks. He mentioned it on my Discord, and, well, it looked interesting enough to change my plans for this evening. So, what's the plan? Well, basically, it's a 2-point hospital, or theme hospital if you're as old and crusty as I am, in space. Should be interesting, or at least should be good for a quick giggle as things go horribly wrong. You know how it is. Anyhow, take a quick glance through the settings menu. Mostly it's usual stuff. Interestingly, Twitch integration. Viewer names will be added to the patient name pool. Subscriber names will be added to the doctor name pool. You know what? Excuse me, I think I just have to indulge here. Yoink. Okay, and that is asking for authorization. Okay, that's fine. They're not asking for anything. They don't need to do this feature. Alright, integration complete. Okay, so this should be fun. We'll see what horrible diseases you're about to get, all of you, or however many of you start working for me. Yes. Other than that, UI accessibility, game speed, tooltip size, subtitles. Okay, worth having. Input, let's see, keyboard, pitch and pan on the camera. So Q and D for rotate, Y and H for elevation, interestingly, as well as controller support. Independent audio levels, let me know if these are doing okay. Interesting, you can overboost the master volume by the looks of this slider. In fact, you know, let's just try that. Yep, you can in fact overboost the volume. Slightly. Okay, you can't actually left click on the percentage to set an actual percentage point. Okay. Possibly legless, possibly. Right, so other than that, let's see, refresh it. Again, a little bit of a criticism that you can't set an exact frequency on refresh rate. You have to use the slider. Oh, okay, you can still work with that, and they do support the whole gamut up to 240, but if you're trying to be precise with this, it's a little inconvenient. VSync, I've slammed everything up to the max. We'll see how the frame rate copes. And other than that, all the standard stuff. So, play. Okay, we have Chapter 1, Orientation. So we have Galactic Exchange, Species, the Pathodex, Consultant Roster. Okay. Right, let's get started.
Greetings, Director. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your appointment. Ms. Orion and I are excited to see how you'll rise to the occasion. We're establishing our first facility right here in orbit around Earth. Ms. Orion is already on site. Let's get this thing kicked off, shall we?
Indeed. Thank you, computer. So, you have options for story mode normally, and then once you finish level, you can either go back and do it in the story again, or you can do it in sandbox mode, and, well, it's sandbox mode, it's exactly what it sounds like. Play story. What could possibly go wrong? Earth looks a bit different. What happened down in India, or are those meant to be the Himalayas? Turkey took a bit of a pasting as well. Right. Oh well, let's get to it.
Glistening before you and silhouetted against the green marble of Earth is Galacticare's newest high-orbit station. And your first hospital. I'm Heel, the AP assigned to all of Galacticare's extrasolar operations. Think of me as your personal assistant, for it is my duty to assist you in all things healthcare as we strike out amongst the stars. Soon, patients from all throughout the solar system will darken our halls, bringing with them all sorts of awful maladies and excretions. Medbots on standby, Director. Before
Thank you,
then,
Heel.
Ms. Orion wishes to fire the starting gun personally. I'm sure we'll be receiving a call from her any moment now. Yeah, and there she is.
Right. Incoming calls will wait indefinitely. Take your time and answer when you're ready to continue. Some characters may react to waiting in unexpected ways. In other words, if Ms. Orion is annoyed, don't leave her hanging. So noted. Okay.
The prompt at the bottom right of your user interface will answer her call. There's no rush. Contacts will wait for you to answer.
Bonjour, guten Tag, Moshi Director, and welcome to Galacticare. It's time to bring this dream of ours to life. I can't wait to see this hospital up and running. Personally, I'm not one for all this nitty-gritty management stuff. I'd much rather be in the lab. So that's why you're here. Remember, if you ever feel lost, you can review your objectives in the top right corner of your interface. Take it away, Heel.
Thank you, ma'am. Director, let's start with a particularly fun section. Calibrating sensors and perspective. Yes, we'll be panning, rotating, and even zooming your camera. Both in and out, mind you. Thrilling stuff. Your objectives should be displayed now. If they're not, then everything is broken, and it may be simpler for you to resign. Look at us go, spinning around like a gyro. I feel vaguely ill. Now, there was something else I was supposed to be doing. Oh,
I like
yes.
heal.
There's the hospital. Patients and preventing death, profit, and so on. Very well then. To do healthcare, we will require both a reception desk and a diagnosis room. Let's first place a reception desk so that we can process patients as they arrive. I've highlighted the menu in which you will find said desk.
Okay, so we have single reception desk, other sort of reception desk, and then we have the double reception desk, which is basically the two of them welded together. Doubly efficient, but terrible gossips. Okay. And we can rotate them like so. Okay, 45-degree rotations. Well, assuming the patients are going to come in through here.
While vast empty spaces are oddly captivating, we do wonderfully placed. Now all we need is a diagnosis room. Ms. Orion should be calling with the details momentarily.
Yoink.
The diagnosis room is our patient's first step on the road to recovery. It's where we evaluate what's gone wrong with their meaty bodies. Also, tiny spinny drones come out of it, which is very cool and entirely necessary.
Of course it's necessary. You can't have science without the spinny drones at all. There needs to be a 3x3 grid, diagnosis desk, and a Dreamly diagnostic data, and also basic cable. Okay, fair enough. Right, so
let's get that diagnosis room up and running. If you're ever unsure what to do, select any of your objectives and I'll help to point you in the right direction. With the room selected, you can now begin to place the blueprint. Choose a starting point. Wonderful. However, an empty room will not by itself facilitate the healthcare. We must first place a door and then the room's required objects. In the case of diagnosis, we need a desk and a display.
Done and
That's
done.
the diagnosis room ready. Now we'll need a treatment room. Ms. Orion will be in touch with the juicy details.
Okay.
Skin! Everyone has it. Unless they have an exoskeleton, or nothing at all. The Skin Lab uses proprietary chemicals to coat our patients in a gentle foam, which strips off their outsides and rebuilds them from scratch.
What?
It's relatively painless. I use the Skin Lab instead of a shower sometimes.
Relatively Well, I suppose it beats those old medieval methods of flaying. Although it has to be said, when people resorted to that, they didn't generally intend to put it all back afterwards. Right, 3x4, treatment tank and mixing console. Adds perfluorochemicals so they don't dry. Oh, good. That's wonderful. Alright, so we need a treatment room, a skin lab. Okay, 3x4. So if we put in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Attach a door. And a tank, and okay, need to think about this. That has to move. Yoink. Okay, we'll put the console there and the tank there. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Excellent. We have our first rooms. More to come, I'm sure. However, I think there's still something missing.
Doctors?
As we're a healthcare organization, we will need some doctors. Pop open the recruitment menu on the left-hand bar and review your various candidates. And there they are, Director. You can see their name, species, and traits that are unique to them. We currently have Ode and human candidates, and are restricted to them for reasons which I can assure you are culturally sensitive. I'm certain you'll come to find the unique traits of the galaxy's different sapiens particularly helpful for your work. Choose a candidate when you're ready.
Okay, increase risk. Okay, so... Okay, they all have cultural curiosity, increases influence during treatment, or... Okay, so they all have a species trait, inherited knowledge, substantial bladder, quick fingers... Psychopath, Albert Roswell. Always damages the patients. Dead bodies to the planet. No, we're not having him. Embezzlers. Lethargic. Epicurean. Okay, so likes their burgers. Is it me, or do all of these doctors have a certain bottom of the barrel feel to them? I can't believe I'm going to suggest this, but we may have to go... Oh, well, here I am. Oh, apparently I embezzle. Well, that's wonderful. On the bright side, I do make everyone happy. I do inherit knowledge. But this is all about the money. So, okay, you know what? Yoink.
You can place that newly hired doctor wherever you like, even directly in a room, which will assign it as their primary task.
Welcome to diagnosis. Yoink. Okay, so he's on diagnosis, and we'll put in... Can't believe I'm going to consider this. Burning Max. He might be an absolute git, but at least he's quick. Fine. Yoink, in you go.
Excellent work. Your new staff will set about their tasks in your rooms, aiding our soon-to-be patients. Doctors gain experience as they work. And more experienced doctors are, as you'd imagine, better at things. Due to capitalism, staff require payment on a regular basis, so do be sure not to overhire and inflate your expenses.
Yeah.
An excellent set of rooms and doctors, Director, that will surely excel at treating patients. You should be commended for your ambition. Speaking of which, your legally mandated commendation, known in human society as payment, is yours to claim.
Yay, money. 20,000 cash, 200 influence with the humans, Lodamite and Craftium. Okay, so research currencies.
We're ready to open the hospital. Let's see if we can't get our patients back to their rent pods in one piece.
Yay! Right, opens the hospital.
Ready to begin?
No, but let's do it
And
anyway.
away we go. Time to treat some of these poor fellas. Patients are arriving now, Director. They shall scuttle about our hospital and deposit their various detritus within its once sterile halls.
Okay.
The Ode are a curious bunch. Although they're all clones, they revere old age, competing with each other to see who can live in any one body the longest. Once they retired from their dreams of galactic empire, they developed an odd fascination with humanity. It began with crop circles and cow abductions, and ended up in appropriating the most problematic parts of 1950s Earth culture, surf rock, and traditional gender roles.
Okay, so did we assimilate them, or did they assimilate us? Right, we have our patient.
I'm done for.
A shattered arm. Like a professional arborist, this patient has done a thorough job of mangling a limb. Okay. Yay, go bots! Aww. Get them through diagnosis. Whoops.
Humans, we love them. They are us, sometimes. Not always, though. Humans are a lot of things. And one of those things is that they're social beings. They'll improve our influence whenever they complete treatments. Also, they've accidentally engineered a dystopia where corporations have become kingdoms. So that's great.
If you're one of the corporations.
That's a conversation for another time, I guess.
Of course, of course. Physiology, chemically set carbon emissions, so the coalition runs the place. Ha! Yank.
It appears we've received a patient with a shattered arm. Let's inspect them and see if we can't mend their appendage. Behold the patient panel. I've highlighted the condition track. This fellow's condition requires them to be reboned, and for that, we'll need a boning chamber.
Of course we will. A boning chamber.
A retrofitted mining machine, which chomps fresh, minty new skeletons directly into our patients. An assistant engineer fitted the schematic with internal cameras for personal reasons. That'll teach me to poach staff from Salazon. Anyway, that's all fixed, and it's mostly safe. Mostly.
Okay. Harold. Repurposed mining equipment and good boy. Oh, right, I see. Renamed by Heel for reasons he cannot remember. Well,
the boning chamber. A fine room indeed. I do rather admire the machine in there. Rather charming, actually. I think I'll call him Harold. I haven't the foggiest idea why. You may find yourself running short on space in our initial hospital area. You can expand to other nearby areas by selecting them and paying a small fee. To whom, I'm not sure. Well, now that we've got a few treatment rooms up and running, let's talk about keeping our staff and patients happy. Let's inspect one of our doctors to grasp the full extent of their needs.
That would be me.
Through this panel, we can see the various qualities and needs that define our doctor. This is their mood. A happy doctor will perform their job efficiently, whereas an unhappy doctor is more likely to make mistakes. If their mood gets too low, they may simply leave. You can see the various thoughts and feelings impacting their mood here. For example, witnessing the death of a patient may result in a degree of momentary sadness.
But only
Physical
momentary.
needs like hunger and energy are fulfilled by vending machines, staff lounges, toilets, and so on. By the looks of things, this individual needs to unwind in a staff lounge.
Okay. Staff
This
lounge
one's
is there.
pretty straightforward. It's a staff lounge. Staff will go in there and lounge. There's a fire pit and everything. We considered a mindfulness cue, but people found the idea nightmarish. So they get this instead. I don't get it. I love the cube. I'll go in there sometimes just to scream at the walls. Great de-stressor.
And you get out of the cube afterwards, which is something of an exception. Right, so we need to put a staff lounge in.
Lest our employees descend into absolute madness. We should also ensure we provide both staff and patients with places to sit, something to eat, and toilets in which they may relieve themselves.
Of course. Right, so staff lounge in there. Insert fire pit. Chair. Okay, add 3 more tiles to make them spacious. 2 unique decorations in. Okay, right. Cancel the room, go for staff lounge, so we can actually do a 3x4. Bonk. 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 There we go. Room is spacious. Okay. Add 2 unique decorations. These cost, right? Yeah, they cost, but they do make it better. So decorate 1 and decorate 2. Add a room upgrade. Curious. Medium curious decoration. Don't slug biscuits. Edible, make sure it's empty first. Oh, okay, right, I see. Right. room created. Mostly to place toilets, bins, seating. Now there's all the stuff. Right, let's see. Start with toilets. What do you mean government overreach? Boo. Right, let's see what we've got. Thanks for the resub, Atom. Okay, let's see. We better plant some toilets for the organics. One there, and 2, 3. That'll do it. Then let's get some seating in. And also plant decoration provides seating. Take a seat next to the toilet, occasionally nightmarishly malodorous plant. You don't be sitting here when the plant blooms, which thankfully only happens in a few years. I'll add a bit more in as well. Yoink. And these litter bins as well. You can go there, you can go there. Okay, vending machines. We need vending machines. Everyone needs to eat. Advert towers. Wall art, rugs, tiling. Decorative. Lens. Various tools. Do we have a vending machine? Staff lockers. Decorations. Vending machines. Here we are. X-Pulse vending machine comes with the risk of extreme tachycardia. We'll just park that right next to the toilet for convenience's sake. Yoink. And while we're at it, zap your cravings and possibly your liver with a can of toxin. Why not? It's called drumming up future business.
The required facilities
There we
have
go.
been installed, and the number of organics who've relieved themselves in the hospital has slipped under the bar for legal concern.
Wonderful.
Bravo, Director. You have provided everything organics need for a state of mild comfort.
Yay! Right. Objective complete, and we need
Director, it's time to meet your marginally useful maintenance crew.
Hi.
This is a Medibot. They've been purchased at low cost and reprogrammed to maintain our equipment and clean up various forms of vomit. The
Indeed.
robot is waving. Medi, are you waving? Are you waving your awful little hands? It appears that Medi wishes to speak to you. Not to worry, I doubt it has much to say.
Hello, new director. It's me, Medi. Heel says I'm a toaster, and that I might actually be useful if I was dropped in someone's bathtub.
Yes, that comment is slightly off out of context, Director, but you may rest assured that Medi has no clue what's going on.
I guess so. Also, Heel keeps saying I'm a fake boy, and being programmed to imitate humanity is a disgrace. He's my best friend.
I
Medi,
see.
You don't have any friends because you're not real.
Of course I do. 'Cause you're my friend. And so is this giant creature who's about to eat the station.
What?
Bugger me! What in the world is going on?
Hello there!
Okay.
I think it's
Baz.
okay, Heel. It's just a really big alien.
First of all, Medi, it's a colossal. Secondly, please refrain from use of the term alien in reference to non-human sapiens.
Yes, I might get
The
into
alien
trouble.
is somehow hailing us, though not on any identifiable frequency. It's almost as though it's directly pushing buttons inside the station's systems. In the absence of any better ideas, perhaps it's best to, pick up the phone.
Electronic and eukaryotic persons of Galacticare. I am Bazanorophogoria.
Hello, Baz.
Baz is also fine, in the interests of brevity.
Okay.
I developed these painful glowing spots about 4,000 years ago. I wondered if you could come and have a look at me.
I mean, we can try.
Director, this is an opportunity we can't pass up. Colossals are notoriously elusive. Few even get to talk to them, let
They're
alone
also
get all up in their
packets. That's a
biology.
Rubik's
Let's
Cube
help
he's
him out.
grabbed.
First, you'll need to dispatch a ship from the shuttle bay to take a biopsy. That'll let us take a look at all the deliciously novel gubbins inside our new friend.
Okay, well, I'll dispatch the shuttle in a moment. First thing I need to do is
Launch the shuttle
get a
when ready,
doctor
Director.
in to sort out the boning chamber. You'll need to dispatch the shuttle. You can display clicking on the icon above the shuttle bay. Okay. Not my immediate problem. Rude, reduced influence. Ah, Gextron. Wonderful. Welcome to the hospital. Apparently you're allowed to be as rude as you like to the patients. Congratulations. Ah, there we go. Now the door's working. And the bone arm is... The boning machine's going. Right, we have the shuttle bay. Yoink! Go, shuttle bay! I said... Ah, there it goes. Right. One shuttle.
And away she goes! Our shuttle will collect the sample from Baz via a gentle, non-invasive surgical translocation beam. It feels great. Like scratching an itch. Don't ask me how I know.
Ooh, that feels nice. A bit like scratching an old itch.
Told ya.
Ha. Well, that's something, I suppose.
The
Right.
shuttle is back with the sample we just took. It'll now be unloaded from the shuttle in an adorable canister. AI-driven medical devices, which behave much like patients do, just with less, you know, brains. We'll need to send it to diagnosis to figure out our next steps. Remember, you can always select the relevant task in the objective window for more information.
Director, we'll want that canister to make it through its diagnosis as quickly as possible. Fortunately, you can set it as a priority. Hit the priority button here to make sure the canister is seen to as quickly as possible.
There we go.
Prioritizing a patient or canister in this manner will place it at the front of any queue it joins. You should use this for, well, anything you like really, but emergencies in particular.
Okay, so the canister is prioritised. That'll go straight to diagnosis. Unfortunately, I appear to have wandered off. Oh, no, I am in the diagnosis room. Good. That which reminds me, can I... Diagnosis 1... Repairs, edit room. This will temporarily disable the room. Okay, can't do that immediately to get some decorations in, but we have our diagnosis sample. Yoink. Right, now let's edit this. Because I want to put some decorations in. Posters. 3 unique decorations. So, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Room is well decorated. So hopefully I will be a bit happier after that. Okay, so the diagnosis is done. Hello, doctor.
Baz's skin is remarkable. I've already identified 7 brand new proteins. This will redefine our understanding of what meat can be. Despite his freaky space flesh, I don't see why we couldn't fix him up with a new cocktail from our skin lab. Now it's
Okay.
time for those canisters to go in the other direction. Let's fill some up, load them into a shuttle, and hose down our new friend with a pharmaceutical cocktail strong enough to melt turbo steel beams.
There's no way this can go wrong. Okay, right, so treatment canister, treatment cube 9 of 11. Right, we are going to prioritise our friends here. Get them all through quickly. Yes, this might mean that the regular sized organics might be a little annoyed, but then they can't devour the station from the outside in. Then again, they can summon lawyers, so maybe that's probably... What on earth is... Ah, that would be the boning machine at work. It was, in fact, a giant robotic doggo. Okay. Fix the skeletal trauma by mulching broken bones and 3D printing neurons right into the patient. Please tell me we went with the anaesthetic. No, we don't appear to have bothered with an anaesthetic. Oh well, new bones coming right up. Yoink. Okay, skin lab, critical queue, because I am aware. Can't also shut it down because there will be no way to get people treated, which is inconvenient. What's from here? Curious decorations, poor. Ordinary decorations, poor. Okay. Yoink, go, little bots. Critical queue, this room has a very... We build another skin treatment room? Might be an idea. In fact, definitely an idea, I think. Prepare treatments. Canisters. Okay, yeah, they're going through at the moment. Right, let's get another skin treatment room up. Room. Skin lab. And we'll go for... escape that. Cancel that room. Skin lab. Let's put something in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4x5. Set a door. Plant a terminal and a console. And then we need to add a room upgrade.
Director, heal? Some mean-looking mollusks just entered the hospital.
Yes, Mary.
Never mind.
Vomitons. They'll bite any sapiens they encounter, causing their victim to evacuate their guts directly onto the floor. Director, Medi is perfectly capable of dispatching these vomitons himself, but if you fancy it, you can use the station's coils to eject the pests from our mortal coil. Just a little death-based pun for your private enjoyment.
Thank you, Heal. Right, let's see if we need to get a doctor in there. Accident prone. 2% chance of killing the patients. On the other hand... not exactly a problem. Oh, we have another Gex troll. Wait, did the other Gex troll run off? Oh. Okay, well, welcome to the job. Yoink. Okay, Skin Lab 2's online. We can start putting one up to spec there. Objects, reception, ordinary, decorations, others, posters. Yoink. Let's keep the art going just in the hope that it makes people feel a bit better about themselves. Lunarium at night. Here we go. Yoink. Is that helping? I have no idea. Curious decorations poor. Ooh, 98%. Okay, that's fine. And we're just getting there with the cancers. Good. I'm sure I understand the situation. So maybe didn't Shakespeare say let's kill all those? He did, yes. Midsummer Night's Dream, if I remember correctly. Was it Midsummer Night's Dream? It might have been. It's been a while. Right, the dock needs and decorations. Okay, let's temporarily take this offline for a second. Apply some decoration. Wall art. 1.
Our canisters are brimming with our new colossal regeneration fluids and waiting in your docking bay. Let's get them sent out. I can't wait to see if this works. If it doesn't, we may all be going to jail. Exciting!
Yay!
The shuttle can launch on your command, Director.
Alright, launch the shuttles. To jail we hopefully don't go. Hopefully. Inactive zone 10,000. I don't know if it gets paid.
Keep an eye on the display, Director. We'll see the fruits of our labors any moment now.
Well, it seems to have got rid of the spots. Baz seems to be happy. Staff en route. Doctor needed. I thought I had a doctor assigned to that.
Medicine of yours really hits the spot. Glad to be rid of that itch. It felt like there was something different about you, and there's the proof. Before I go, I collect trinkets. Things traded or earned. I find these exchanges build interesting bonds between cultures. Have some of this stabilizing solution as thanks.
Oh, thank you. Alright, new blueprint. Stabilization. Postpones untimely death. May also cause hair loss. Details. Also, we have rep with the Colossals. Wonderful. Claim on that.
I'm off. Thank you, Galacticare. I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Well, we've just treated a higher dimensional talking cetacean. I'm going to hold my breath until my heart rate comes down and map out these new organs. Maybe I'll name one after you.
Oh, thank you.
A delightful performance to watch, Director. The stabilizing solution Baz gave us has remarkable properties. It'll fully replenish the health of any patients you use it on. Rather handy if there are specific people you'd rather didn't, die. Should you ever have need of more, you can make use of the craftium we've been collecting to fabricate them from the inventory panel.
Okay. Here we are. Curiosities. Baz and open. Always open, frustrating his Galactic Retail Association competitors. Haha, small curious decoration. Can we put that in somewhere? I can go
Our
there.
goal is to provide the best possible healthcare service, and we're constantly evaluated by a system known as hospital rating. Open the hospital rating panel now, and let's have a browse.
2 stars.
Welcome to the hospital rating screen. Here we can review everything that's wrong with your hospital. Not to worry, should it be terribly deficient, there are plenty of pro tips to explore in these various tabs. On this summary screen, we can review any common thoughts and complaints, as well as admire the potential rewards you can earn. Feel free to peruse the remaining tabs at your leisure, or close the panel when you're ready to proceed. Success rate is the most crucial score in healthcare. As you might imagine, prematurely dead patients tend not to give 5-star reviews. Nor do those who leave early, either as a result of their own boredom or... The galaxy is home to many kinds of species, all with their own distinct desires. Humans, for instance, quite enjoy decorative objects which remind them of home. The more patients you treat, the more people will become embittered. A step which we can surely all get behind and which you can track on this panel.
Indeed. Well, at the moment we're in the blue, so that's reasonably okay. Just need to speed
Director,
up.
Ms. Orion has sent over the details of a new room. Something about investing in people. What a novel concept.
Thank you, Heel.
The training room is an environment in which our staff can gain experience with safe, gentle, ethical brainwashing with the memories of experts in their field. It can be a bit much for their neuroplasticity to fully absorb, as well as pass out which families actually belong to them. Nothing too serious, though.
Of course not. Of course. We'll just jam someone else's memory into their
other people's
skulls.
memories? Can I go?
No. Director, let's get a training room built so we can help our staff become their best selves, whether they like it or not.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's go with... Yeah, let's go with a 3x4. Put that in there. 1 training setup. And 2 unique decorations. Just to help things along. Well, that's 1 poster and 1 medi poster. Yeah, so we've got most of them set.
A fine, fresh training room.
Hooray!
Now, let's teleport a doctor in. They'll begin training immediately.
Right, staff are on break there. I suppose we better assign a doctor. I better get another doctor in, hadn't I? Hire a doctor. Let's see. Yep, you'll do. Yay! Training! Whee! Yoink!
Director? Heel? There's a little creature floating around in here. Should I zap it?
Oh, collect them will get you 3,500.
That's a Solak. Director, these critters are entirely harmless, and will deposit a large number of credits into our account when you catch them. That's why they can open accounts of their own. The banking sector is a disaster.
And apparently not doing sufficient identity checks. Shockingly, more skilled doctors perform better healthcare.
Hello again, Galacticare. I thought I'd pop back in and offer you some of my wares, as thanks for helping me out.
Hello, Baz.
I think I'll exchange any item for some credits. And just for you, there's always a freebie. Right now, I've got a holodoc, I think you call it. Oh, and I've also got a Medibot. Found him adrift in space a while ago. He was just spinning, really. Purchase an item, and I'll transport it over to your inventory. As for the holodoc, I must insist that you take it. He keeps popping into existence
Ooh, oh
inside my
dear.
spleen.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What's he doing in your spleen? Right, well, let's get the Medbots.
Perfect.
And we'll have the holodoc emitter
Fine
as well.
invention.
Right, 20,000 creds.
Always love a
There
good
we go.
trade.
Right, so inventory. Welcome to your hospital inventory. A variety of craft tech items. Okay. Right, drop the Medbot onto the ground, so he's on the go.
The holodoc emitter Baz has gifted us is a valuable piece of kit. A room upgrade. Place it in one of our treatment rooms and it'll kick into action.
Right, place holodoc emitter. Artifacts, consumables, upgrades, here we are. Less effective than the real doctor, we don't have to pay them, feed them, or listen to them. Okay, well, let's drop him into
Holodocs are driven by advanced predictive AI. They're not sapient and thus require neither pain nor rest. This would make them perfect doctors if not for the limitations on their AI, which prevent them from learning or demonstrating any personality whatsoever. These qualities do make them excellent corporate executives, however.
So basically, cheap, free doctors that can run the room, but you don't get any experience from them. Okay.
One of our doctors has leveled up. Let's take a closer look. Select them when you're ready.
Right, which doc just leveled? Staff overview. Ah! Dr. Yusril, level 2.
Level 1 doctors will start out as trainees, and upon reaching level 2, you're able to assign them an expertise, which will allow them to work far more effectively in one specific room. Select an expertise to continue.
Well, he's
Here,
diagnostics.
you can see the options for this doctor's expertise, which are based on the rooms they've worked in while in your hospital. Choose one to continue.
Well, diagnosis is.
Here's a fine choice. Try to assign experts to the relevant rooms. It'll help keep your patients alive and your workforce content.
And I am happy. Wonderful. Okay, so diagnosis is locked in. Skin training is on the go, and we are consistently reboning the
Something
patients.
we haven't yet covered is Medibot modes.
Oh, a new craftium. A craft. Collecting them grant you 50 craftium.
Yes, it is, Medi. Well done. Director, select a Medibot to continue. Here we can see the configuration of this Medibot. Adjusting this will focus them on specific tasks. You can also use this window to change the appearance of your Medibots, in the event that you share that particular fascination with our previous director.
So, prioritize maintenance, prioritize room maintenance, prioritize cleaning. Okay, looks simple enough. A boning chamber Medibot. Away he goes. Yay!
And with that, we've completed our orientation protocol. Excellent work.
Wonderful. Rewards available. We have the blueprint for the holodoc emitter and more stuff. Efficiency regulator. Okay. Money, money, money. Yank. Alright, let's see. Objects. One efficiency regulator. Where did that go? Biocanisters, roots. Oh, wait, no, that's construction. I need the inventory. Regulator. Yeah, we'll drop you in there. Done.
We're receiving a call from Dorian Salazar, the CEO of Salazon.
Of course we are. And what does he want?
This is Dorian Salazar, CEO. With which space creature am I speaking?
Mr. Salazar, a very fine day to you, sir. You're through to the director's office. If you're...
A robot? Well, that's a daring hire. Listen well, computer boy, to my terrible problems. My workers were performing an orbital trash discharge, and in a totally unforeseeable disaster, they were coated in unknown sludges. After they completed their assigned shifts, an intern noticed that their bodies had warped into some manner of transparent slime. Here then is my offer to your fine company. If you're able to keep some workers alive for their shifts tomorrow, I'll send you some space money.
Of course. We'll send over a contract and then we can...
That won't be necessary. Good luck to you and goodbye.
Well, that's delightful. Director, it sounds like we're in for an influx of emergency patients.
Doesn't it just? Let's get another skin lab going. That's not going to work. Cancel that building. Okay, we're going to have to put more skin labs in here, I think. Actually, another diagnosis room wouldn't be a bad idea either. Room is spacious. There we go. Attach there. Console and vet. Confirm that, and we'll get the holodoc in to run that room. Ooh, research.
Director, the emergency patients from Salazar are now arriving, and they're in a wretched state. We'll be lucky if most of them don't drop dead in the corridor. Let's save as many as we can. Be sure to prioritize them so they're seen to as quickly as possible. And I think now's the time to use that stabilizing solution we received from Baz.
Ooh.
Hello?
Yes, just a little jellification. Patient has gone wobbly, probably not due to manipulating time. Oh, good, right. Set priority, and who's the most busted of them? Health, 32%. Prioritize. 36%.
Give me a hand here.
29%.
Guess it's over.
Maybe. Right, where did that upgrades, artifacts, inventory. Yoink. Come on, where did the there we are, consumables, right. Yoink. Okay, Charlie gets one. Apparently my namesake has got jellification as well. 29%. You get a shot. And 36%, 32%, 32%. Okay. That's everyone set and stabilised. And in theory, if we get another diagnosis room in, hopefully people don't start dropping dead in the corridor. Rooms, diagnosis. Confirm that. Can't make them spacious, but we can get them on the job. Trainees. Consider yourself assigned. Right, doctor needed. What just got jammed? Ways. Bin. Okay, doctor's on break. Not brilliant, but hey, we can get the lab going to prioritise everybody. Expertise available. Wonderful. Well, you are now a skin lab expert. Never mind. Okay, he's assigned skin lab 1. Good. Who else just got it? Staff letter on Marcus Lucas, the 24th. What's your work assignment? Not sure. I think you might be. Okay, you are Bone Lab. Congratulations. And we'll shove you into diagnosis. Right. Done. Okay, so diagnosticians are up to speed. We might be a bit short on space, but that's besides the point. Why are we boning one of the... Okay, just hope that works. Question of how many we can save is going to be tricky. Or am I for cash? 150,000, 10,000 to open up that zone. You know what? We'll activate it. Brunch. Might need the extra space in a minute. There's a jungle full of ticks. Okay, that's awkward. Right.
I'm done for.
89% might be decorated. Mood's okay. Do need to get them some better options. Jellification is quite dangerous. Treat hastily if possible. I see. Well, this should be okay. Once we... I think we have successfully treated some of the
This is Dorian
jellifications.
Salazar expressing some legally mandated gratitude that you managed to save one of those workers.
Hooray!
Their colleagues appreciate you. Keep it up and so on.
Well, we saved at least one of them. Now we just need to get on with the rest. Yikes. Luckily, the rooms are going full pace. In you go. Come on. Engage the goop. Before she dies, that would be good. Right, time remaining 20 seconds. Good, we got them out just in time. Hooray, there. She's not jellified and she's not going to die.
3 of those workers have now informed us that they'll be ready for work in 2 hours. Rather better than expected, Galacticares.
You're
Saves
welcome.
us a good bit of time on ordering new interns.
You're welcome. I think Starwart's research level 2. Lovely. Alright, we've got a couple more to save. Need to get some better decorations in as well. Right, you know what? Objects. Get a Bimlush in, and that'll help with the decoration side. There we go. Hopefully he's a bit happier now. Ordinary decorations poor. Human with... skin turned into stone. Charming. Right, let's move this vending machine over to there, and room creation. Diagnosis or treatment. We've got 3 treatment rooms and 2 diagnosis rooms. Let's go with another. Let's go with another skin lamp. Just fill out this corner. Yoink. Boop. And boop. And boop. Go. And decorations. How's the stripes?
7 whole workers have
Like
returned
it.
to my warm bosom.
Yoink.
I don't know where you get your mojo, but you know your healthcare.
Why, thank you, Salazar. Your concern for your corporate slaves is duly noted. Also, why can't I confirm placing here? Because there are people standing there. Come on, clear out the way. No, that's not the issue. Right, cancel this room entirely. And you. Yoink! Earthly wire, small flying bug has a 4-figure bank account? I don't know. The galactic banking economy is apparently in shambles.
Cracking work, Galacticare. You've saved Legal a lot of man-hours in blocking insurance payments. I'm sending you the agreed-upon dosh and a vinyl of my newest album. A novel delight for any aficionados of smooth jazz.
Why, thank you. Oh, right, I see. Not enough size. Right, cancel that. Yeah. Collect the rewards. At least he wasn't serious about the smooth jazz. Hooray!
Quite the ride, Director. I'm up to my pineal gland in new data. Either that or I'm overdosing on hypercaf. I'm going to dive right into genome mapping Baz. His cells keep phasing through the collector, so it might take a bit of tinkering. Heal will apprise you of our next job. But for now, thanks for making this real. You're bringing our dream to life. Now, let's change the galaxy.
Excellent work, Director. Mazarian seems thrilled, and we've already booked another contract. A music festival in Earth's space, if you can believe it.
What's a music festival, Heel?
In this case, Medi, I dread to imagine. Earmuff mode on standby. I'd rather your circuits weren't blown out by exposure to Odeon harsh noise. Director, should you prefer to hang about and continue working in your fine hospital, we'll remain on site with you until you choose to move on.
Or we can go and visit an Odin music festival. Earmuff mode on, everybody. Earmuff mode on.